Hello, friends. I'm Vex and today I will share with you the positioning of AetheriumX, technical architecture, token economy, and future plans. The whole process will take about a few minutes. In a word, AetheriumX wants to be a real revenue-backed fast Web3 ecosystem platform. It is developed by Morgan Web3 Labs in London, UK. Developed the Interim Protocol. Its Baikong Mu is Morgan International Finance Limited. Limited in traditional finance asset management and risk control, has many years of experience. In the overall plan of AetheriumX, the platform is not simply a single-point product, but to build a set of DeFi plus GameFi plus prediction markets, staking plus NFT, DEX, and wallet, value-added dual token. How fast the external triple revenue ecosystem. It sounds long, but in fact, there are two core points. First, the platform does not do projects that only tell stories, projects without cash flow, but real revenue-generating protocols. Second, the platform does not encourage products, but combine staking, games, prediction trading, and wallet payment and other things combined into a set of circular and expandable economic system. Finally, there are two tokens, XT and VXR, lock value and intelligence within the ecosystem. Under such an ecological layout, the platform chooses to decentralize. The first step is the 1.0 stage. The platform will launch 5 value-added GameFi 5+ on the job wager, NFT, and dual tokens. The second step is the 2.0 stage. The platform will launch prediction markets and DAX. The third step, stage 3.0, the platform will launch a wallet. Value negative. The platform's logic is very clear. In a word, first, there must be a value engine. Then build a trading hub, and finally, it will be a super entrance. A three-stage route AetheriumX belongs to is a bottom-up approach to ecosystem construction. First, one store leads and build a real benefit TIVL, fund pool structure. Benefit TIVL, fund pool structure. 2.0 uses predictive markets and DAX to build high-frequency liquidity and price. Discovery 3.0 through wallets and payments to provide the entire ecosystem. To provide a unified access point. If you launch wallets first, there are so many wallets in the market now. Why would users choose you? First, you have no brand awareness. Second, there is no scene. Third, no income. Without TIVL, no matter how well it does, it's still an empty wallet with beautiful decoration. Wallet. It looks like an entrance, but in fact, it's like a city. There is nothing. It can't retain people, nor can it make money. Next, I will share the first step of the platform. Version 1.0 should do is the value engine and core users. This section, it is essentially the core entrance for users to participate. The core entrance of the revenue engine. First, users pledge our AetheriumX and other mainstream assets. The funds will enter the fund pool layer in turn, and then allocated to different strategy layers. Then through the risk control layer, dynamic position adjustment is made. Finally, through the income distribution layer, distribute the earned money to everyone. Therefore, before entering the 2-point field 3.0, the platform must first hold a large amount of funds and stable to form sufficient liquidity. Then predict the market in the future. DAX wallet payment and other modules. Can it really run? Then use GameFi plot, NFTs and active levels to build users' emotions and memories. Those who are willing to stake, those who are willing to learn the gameplay, are the platform's first core users. Through lightweight games and NFT platforms, to make them feel fulfilled and participation, instead of just looking at the digital balance. Let them earn money, but also find a sense of belonging. Then there is the platform's dual token mechanism. XT in the 1.0 stage more assumes the role of ecological die and incentive. XT is the most commonly used token in the ecosystem. It mainly undertakes payment within the protocol, and the aggregated and pledged part of game tickets. In the prediction, it will undertake ticket rewards, and collateralization, and so on. FX. As a long-term value anchor dedicated to DAX wallet business. Long-term value anchor, its single source of minting, is exchanged by XT Pharmaceutical, is exchanged at a phased proportion. The issuance curve of Waxer is decreasing. It has natural scarcity attributes. It will undertake multiple income lines of agreements. The predicted market FEs include DDEX FEs, wallet swap FEs. In the future, it will be listed on major mainstream locks. AXT is to make the ecosystem run. VXR makes the ecosystem valuable. This value is the value of a single coin. This is the upcoming 1.0 section. The platform starts from version 1. First, let users earn real income. To earn real income on their faces, through gamification and ENFT, and loyalty, so that any new sectors launched later. It makes sense. 1.0 is the foundation of TIVL and cash flow. Without the basics, and the later DAX prediction market wallet, and the entrants are just shells. It's hard to generate real trading volume and user retention. When Platform 1.0, build TIVL and a group of core users, established. After that, when Electroneum is launched, in the prediction market, and past DAX became a matter of course. A matter of course. What I'm going to share next is the first half of 2.0. In the prediction market, many people trade coins, read news, and look at macro. Every day, they are actually doing one thing. In the prediction market, you need to guess the future. What you need to do is to turn guessing the future and this matter into something that can only be measured by voting with money. It's an asset that can be traded and defined. Users can connect around BTCD, indicators and specific time periods, and participate in predictions with XT. First, let's take a look at how big this business can be. There is already a very typical benchmark Poly market. In 2023, Poly market's annual trading volume, about $73 million. In 2024, the trading volume jumped directly to about 9 billion, which is a tenfold increase. As of now, the cumulative trading volume of Poly market has exceeded $18.11 billion. That is to say, using money to predict the future has been proven to be possible. A market of over $1 billion is no longer a niche toy, but has the potential to become a new financial. The prediction market of AetheriumX has made significant upgrades on Poly market. The gameplay is more in-depth. Future technology. The time prediction of Poly market is initiated by the official, while AetheriumX platforms allows users to customize and independently initiate time. All players participate in the prediction. It also uses is the most cutting-edge distributed language. It avoids centralized languages and malicious manipulation of market results. The fee for each prediction transaction will be split according to preset rules. Part of it will be returned to LP, and a portion goes to the protocol treasury, and a portion for repurchasing and consumption, or rewards Vexter's long-term holders. The more transactions, the greater the real cash flow behind VXR. Through 1.0, accumulated active users and assets. Only in this way can the platform make the prediction market. On the one hand, it is a fun gaming scenario. On the other hand, is for the entire ecosystem and VX holders. Continuously create real-scale protocol revenue. After the prediction market, is the off-duty monitor of the bell. Another core module. Yes, X. A successful case that has been proven. Hyperliquid. It focuses on on-chain perpetual contracts. In the last 30 days, the trading volume of Hyperliquid Dexter is about $8.2 billion. The net transaction fees during the same period, and the protocol revenue brought, is about $92.2 million, which is annualized. The protocol revenue exceeds $100 million. That is to say, just by collecting a fee is enough to support a DeFi business with an annual income of over. AetheriumX's DAX is not to set up a swap button or an AM, or just for users to compare. What the platform really wants to do is to make DAX become the asset tourism of the entire ecosystem, plus a cash flow center. Let GameFi prediction market, staking income strategy, and position adjustment These actions, all completed through its own DEX. Asset tourism turns every swap and every transaction into the real income of the protocol. The most important is, the DEX's transaction fee income will also be proportionally included in single LP protocol enters the warehouse. BX repurchase and Q effect will reward you. As the DEX grows, the absolute value of the thankfulness fee will grow exponentially. VX's value capture mechanism will be enhanced simultaneously. The token will be supported by real income of gratitude, forming a sustainable intrinsic value, rather than simply relying on external market sentiment and driving. It will play a core role in the entire 2.0 stage. It can improve the efficiency of capital turnover and then amplify the entire protocol's revenue scale. If in the first version, the staking income belongs to low-speed cash flow, then 2.0 through predicting the market and DAX allows funds to flow into a high-speed state. Protocol revenue is expected to flow into the coin economy model, will flow to VEX, forming a path for value deposition. In other words, the more active the funds are, the more valuable VEX is. The more valuable VEX is, the more stable the ecosystem. This is the growth flywheel of the platform. Finally, let's look at 3.0 Wallet plus payment. Many people tend to see wallets as free tools, just an app for signing and launching assets. What income will it have? Let's take a look at MetaMask's account deletion. The number of wallets. You will find that things are not like this. It relies solely on the swap transactions in the wallet. Cross-chain service fees. The protocol income of MetaMask in the last 30 days is about $550 to $650. The cumulative historical protocol revenue has exceeded $100 million, $10 million. The aggregated transactions in the wallet. The monthly trading volume in 30 days is 45 million. The cumulative aggregated transaction volume, over 8.3 billion US dollars. Where does this money come from? It's just that users in the wallet, by clicking once, swap and bridge, the right wallet helps him aggregate transactions, and then on the transaction volume, a small fee is charged. What AetheriumX's wallet needs to do is actually the same as MetaMask. It's a subcustodial wallet, clearing wallet, plus and aggregated transaction and cross-chain charging model. In this way, the wallet, it becomes the overall console of the entire ecosystem. All actions, as much as possible within the wallet. The Swabridge DEX strategy entrance predicts and organize the consumption of YAT are all completed in one entrance. Each action generates a burning fee. When added up, will form a very stable protocol revenue line. The user uses the wallet to generate fees. Protocol revenue enters the value pool. Then the small meeting will allocate it to the treasury and feed back to Wexler. In other words, the more Atari Max wallet users, the more active the face behavior is, the more it can execute the first step or partially grow. Finally, the payment section, which are EtheriumX and Visa joint crypto card. Let chain income into your daily consumption. Manage Astasola, Vox, Vexter, and other assets in Astasola, Vox, Vexter. Transfer assets to the joint card with one click. Complete online and offline payments. Retain the advantages of Ray activation, the advantage of self-hosting assets, while enjoying the same experience as traditional bank cards. Similar usage experience. Finally, invite friends to get meal vouchers. The more you invite, the higher the meal level. The above is Easy Real Max, the overall ecological layout of the platform. From a strategic perspective, Easy Real Max's 1.0, 2.0, 3.0 is a standard and efficiency-enhancing ecological growth model. Version 1 focuses on TIVL and Relio, which is a supply-side reform of the asset side. Version 2 focuses on predicting the market and DEX futures trading, which is an accelerator of capital efficiency. In 3.0, Chanbao Pay will expand to a larger consumer level. The entrance is the ecological spillover stage. Under this architecture, Vexer, as the intellectual and network support carrier, is the ultimate destination of cash flow and equity. Vexer, as the intellectual and value anchor of the entire ecosystem. And Value Anchor will continue to capture the growth of these modules. The more modules, the larger TBL, the more active the funds. The value logic of Vickers is clearer. Vickers is like a magnet for a thin ring. The larger the ecosystem, the more active the funds are, the more valuable it is. This is also the reason why I like it the most. AetheriumX has rich ecological modules. Each section has its own logic and potential. If you want to know more about Reals prediction, market Jackson wallet payment, or node cooperation mechanism, welcome to communicate with the team. We will present a deeper level of opportunities. The above is the positioning of AetheriumX, technical architecture, token economy, and future plans. That's all for today's sharing. Thank you all.